What's good? What's good? It's the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. We got Caleb Plant responding to a leaked video that Jose Benavidez Sr. put out. Apparently, he got kicked out of some boxing club for some type of BS, but Caleb just spoke on it. He just responded, and this is Instagram, verified Instagram account. He says, when their character has been questioned multiple times, they'll do whatever to try and break your character. Stay solid. So this is him responding to Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose Benavidez Sr. followed up with a lot of tweets that I will read to you guys, get out to you guys, and we'll kind of break it down some. All right, so let's get the train rolling and let's go ahead and break it in. So Caleb first, then he said, for all my fans who rock with me, I've explained it on Twitter, and that's the last I'll speak on it. So he has put everything out on Twitter, and the first thing he tweeted was, he stated, he shared the video. He said, I always paid a couple thousand after each camp for fees. This was because I would help him pay rent, which was $5,500, when I had already chipped in $2,500 on top of my camp fees before to help out with his rent. This time I told him I can chip in, but I can't pay the whole thing. So basically he stated that, he paid the $5,000, he would pay that to help out with his fees, and on top of the $2,500, so his rent was $5,500, but he would pay him on top of $2,500 extra to help out with his fees. He said he told me he'd sell me a Rolex for $5K. I told him he should pawn it for $2,500, and that's half. I'll throw in $500. My dad will throw in $500, and you should get some of the coaches in the gym who don't pay any to chip $500, and that'll be more fair for everyone. He didn't like that idea, but if I pay $5,000 this time, he don't have it next month, then I gotta pay it again or be out of $5,000. If he's out of it, take that, then it's pay again or be out $10,000. Does that sound like a good business to anyone? So I'm kind of confused there, but he goes on to say, I should be charged for this gym, that's fair, but I always pay my gym dues, couple thousand each camp. But putting it all on me to pay you rent each month isn't fair, and I'm not going to get finagled into a black hole that never ends of laying someone's rent. So he said either lay or leave, so I went and got my fight banner off the wall and said he could have it. He couldn't have them, and I had to leave them. I told them they are coming with me because I work hard for those, and I want to pass them down to my kids one day. Okay. Then he says he wanted to act like he wasn't going to give me them, so he pulled out his phone and started recording and bumping into me, trying to get me to retaliate. Long story short, he gave me my shit, I left, and I haven't been back. But this was before the Darrell fight even happened. This is hella old news, but of course Jose Benavidez Sr. wants to drop it right now before the fight and try and out my character in question. So basically, Caleb Plant, in a different video, go watch Ellie Setback. He has the whole video. Since the guy tells him, he kicks him out, and so Caleb goes and gets his banners out of the gym, for himself. He says, since their character has been questioned so many times, he'll do whatever to try and mess mine up. But again, this is hella old, and I always pay my gym dues. This was over me not wanting to pay his rent for his building when I had already chipped in a few thousand before. I can't keep doing that when he doesn't even charge the people who train there any rent. So basically, for y'all that, just to sum what's been going on so far, Caleb has been paying you know, he's been paying extra. You know, he's been paying extra $1,000, but I guess the guy, the owner, wanted him to pay for the whole thing. And Caleb's like, that's not fair. I'm not the only one that trains here. So he goes to say, even then, I tried to help plan together to help get his rent paid, but he wanted me to pay the whole $5,500. Can't do it. Sorry, but of course he sends it to senior, and then they want to drop it now. I haven't trained there in almost 2 years. That's literally the gym owner filming me, not trying to let me have my fight banners off the wall. I just wanted to get my stuff and leave because the situation wasn't going to work out. He wanted to keep my fight banners, and that wasn't going to work out either. LOL. So, you know, it's just a messed up situation. But I'll sum up everything towards the end once we get done with this. But then Caleb goes and says, even then, I tried to help. Oh, okay. Oh, that's really lit. I'm sorry. I must have mistaken. I basically posted the same. But anyways, but but so far, I mean, I agree with what Caleb is saying, man. Like, bro, I'm not the only one that trains here, and I'm already giving you a couple thousand, like, whenever I have training camp here. But you want me to pay monthly, $5,500. You want me to pay your whole rent, you know, monthly or whatnot, and I'm only, you know, I come here during the training camp. And for y'all that don't know, this is a pretty famous boxing gym that a lot of people train at in Las Vegas. But he then posts, this is the owner after texting me apologizing, but then he sends the video after all this time to senior. It says, this is the owner. It says, Caleb, I wanted to let you know I did not mean for us to get in that situation we ended up in. Just wanted to be on good terms with you. I apologize if I said things that I should not have. I was mad and I wish it would have not happened. Thanks. So this is, you know, Caleb, you know, basically showing his receipts or whatnot. And these are the guys that are you know, posting. It says, you know, this is Jose Benavidez Sr. He's the one that posted. It says Caleb Plant asked to leave City Boxing Gym in Las Vegas. He was asked to pay gym for use and training or whatnot. And you know, you see Dennis Hogan says this was a corny post. You see what a lot of people are not really feeling it, man. This is why the F would you ask him to pay knowing you got a big name like that would attract even more kids. You know, you see people say this is a dummy post. Jim fumbled the bag on that. More potential business just because Plant didn't want to pay the, you know, it's a lot of people are not feeling it, man. A lot of people think that that was like really corny for Jose Benavidez to post that. In my thoughts, man, let's sum everything up, okay? Listen. So what it sounds like to me is that from what I got out of Caleb Plant, from what he was saying is like basically the gym, the rent there is, you know, $5,500, you know, $5,500 a month, right? And Caleb Plant, he only came there when he had, you know, during his training camp, right? So Caleb Plant, you know, stated that he gives him a few $1,000s out of his, you know, for training there, letting him train there. That's a few $1,000s or whatnot. And so he says, you know, the owner of the gym wanted Caleb Plant to pay 2 months, you know, worth of rent, and that's basically the whole rent. And Caleb Plant, you know, was basically saying like, hey, listen, I'm not the only person that uses that gym, bro. Like, you're not finna make me pay $10,000 and you have all these other people that you don't charge. Like, nah. And on top of that, I already pay you $2,500. He said he pays him $2,500. On top of that, he was gonna give him an extra $500, and his dad was gonna give him an extra $500. So that's $3,500 for the gym fees in the gym. But the owner was basically saying like, nah, bro, like I want you to pay you use this gym for 2 months, so pay $10,000, and basically, which is covering the whole rent, you know. And Caleb is just like, nah, bro. Like, so my thoughts on it, bro, is I agree wholeheartedly with Caleb Plant, man. Like, bro, for one, it's not fair that you are just charging. Like, bro, the fact that Caleb is training there should let you know that, bro, like, you know, you got a world champion or a former world champion in your gym that's gonna bring in more business or whatnot. And so the fact that you trying to charge Caleb to cover everybody's you know, to cover the whole rent, you know, I kind of feel like, man, like I can see where Caleb is coming from, man. Like, bro, I'm not finna do that. Like, I pay you more than what anybody pays you in this gym for your rent, bro. You should be able to cover the rest, bro. Like, I pay you my just due or whatnot. So I agree with Caleb plan on this, bro. I kind of think it is corny that Jose Benavidez Senior. I keep saying Junior. Senior posted this, bro, because, I mean, this really doesn't validate anything, bro. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, but what do I know?